Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Kody Brown, the once dominant patriarch of the Sister Wives clan, stood frozen in disbelief as the judge's gavel came down with a decisive crack, finalizing a ruling that stripped him of significant financial control and mandated hefty child support payments to his ex-wives, Christine and Janelle. The judgment, a result of months of legal battles over assets and custody, left Kody visibly shaken, his usual bravado crumbling under the weight of the court's decision. "This is an outrage," he muttered under his breath, but the damage was done, his authority had been legally dismantled, and his carefully constructed image as the family's fearless leader lay in tatters. The judge's ruling was scathing, citing Kody's financial mismanagement and emotional neglect as key factors in the decision, leaving no doubt that the court viewed his leadership as detrimental to the well-being of his children and former spouses. As reporters swarmed outside the courthouse, Kody dodged questions, his face a mask of fury and humiliation, while Christine and Janelle exchanged relieved smiles. Finally, justice had been served. But the drama was far from over. Just as Kody was reeling from the legal blow, an even more shocking bombshell dropped. Robyn, his loyal fourth wife and longtime confidant, had been hiding a dark secret that threatened to unravel their marriage. Sources close to the family revealed that Robyn had been concealing a massive debt from a failed business venture, one that she had kept hidden even from Kody. The debt, totaling nearly $500,000, had been accumulating interest for years, and creditors were now closing in. When Kody confronted Robyn, their usually calm and collected dynamic erupted into a screaming match, with Robyn tearfully admitting that she had been too afraid to tell him, fearing he would abandon her like the other wives. Kody, already drowning in legal and financial woes, was stunned into silence. The revelation shattered his trust in Robyn, the one wife he had always believed was his unwavering ally. "How could you lie to me?" he demanded, his voice trembling with betrayal. Fans of Sister Wives were left gasping. Was this the beginning of the end for Kody and Robyn's seemingly unbreakable bond? Meanwhile, Meri Brown, long relegated to the sidelines of the family, seized the moment to strike back in a way no one saw coming. After years of enduring Kody's neglect and public humiliation, Meri launched her own counterattack, filing legal documents to secure her share of the family's assets independently of Kody's control. But she didn't stop there. In a bold move, Meri announced a tell-all memoir, promising to expose the real Kody Brown behind the TLC cameras. "People think they know the truth, but they have no idea," Meri teased in an interview, her tone dripping with quiet vindication. The announcement sent Kody into a panic. Meri had been privy to decades of family secrets, and if she decided to reveal them, his carefully curated public persona could be destroyed forever. Fans speculated wildly, would Meri expose Robyn's alleged manipulation? Kody's favoritism? The truth behind their failed reconciliation attempts? Whatever the case, Meri was no longer the passive, heartbroken wife, she was a woman on a mission, and Kody was squarely in her crosshairs. As the Brown family imploded in a spectacular fashion, viewers were left wondering, was this the final nail in the coffin for Sister Wives? With Kody's finances in ruins, his relationship with Robyn hanging by a thread, and Meri ready to unleash her truth, the once unified polygamist family had devolved into a war zone. The only certainty was that the fallout from these revelations would be explosive, and Kody's empire, built on control and ego, was crumbling faster than he could salvage it. The hammer of justice had fallen, secrets had been exposed, and revenge was in the air. And one thing was clear, no one saw Meri's final play coming. Kody Brown citing son, Garrison's D-80H, as main reason for joining Special Forces? Kody Brown has been a part of Sister Wives for over 15 years. Viewers have seen his life journey and even connected with his family members. Naturally, when he announced that he would be participating in Fox Network's reality show Special Forces, viewers were shocked. But what could be the main reason he joined the show? Is there any connection to Garrison here? Well, it appears so. In 2024, Kody Brown's son Garrison, whom he shares with Janelle, his second wife, passed away. Kody still regrets not trying to get back in touch with his son after this life-altering incident. At the time Garrison died, he was not speaking to Kody, and the father and son did not have a great relationship. Many people think that Kody decided to join the Special Forces after Garrison died. Is Kody divorcing his sisters? Kody Brown made the announcement via Instagram on August 8, 2025, that he would be joining Fox's Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. In this show, contestants go through rigorous challenges and intense training modeled after the military. He referred to it as one of the most exciting experiences of his life and teased that viewers of the show would witness him crying. When Kody announced that he would be joining the Special Forces, fans were surprised. This sparked speculation that Kody is looking for new income opportunities and that Sister Wives might end. With Special Forces filming in Morocco and no clear timeline, viewers are now wondering if Sister Wives will end. Sister Wives, did Kody join Special Forces because of Garrison's death? Kody recently announced that he is joining the Special Forces. It is a military-based show that puts people through rigorous training sessions specifically designed to push them to their limits. While this is not Kody's niche, it was nice to see him experiment. However, what's the main reason he joined such a different show? Many people believe that his son's death is the primary cause. Garrison, Kody's son, passed away in 2024, and fans believe that Kody is attempting to reunite with him. He wants to experience what his son went through during his military service and feel closer to him. If he uses this as the main reason, then it is really very sweet. However, after everything he has done, fans are unsure if his intentions are pure. They cannot give him the benefit of the doubt because, over the years, he has done several suspicious things. Kody never held himself accountable for his actions, and it's possible that he is using the death of his son as an excuse to clean up his image. Using this as a means of whitening his image, he might act like a sorry father. He has had a very bad reputation over the years, which got worse after Garrison died. Fans believe he is using the show as an excuse to clean up his image. However, if this is his redemption arc and Kody is asking for forgiveness, then it is quite impressive. But with Kody, everything is a double-edged sword, so no one is sure about his actual intentions. Garrison Brown, Kody's son with second wife Janelle Brown, was a fan favorite on Sister Wives, known for his humor, independence, and military service. His unexpected death in 2024 sent shockwaves through the Brown family and the show's fanbase. Reports indicated that Garrison had been struggling with mental health issues, compounded by a fractured relationship with his father. At the time of his passing, Garrison and Kody were not on speaking terms, a fact that has haunted Kody in the aftermath. Publicly, Kody has expressed deep regret over their estrangement, lamenting that he never got the chance to reconcile with his son before his death. This unresolved grief appears to be a significant factor in Kody's decision to join Special Forces. The show, which puts celebrities through extreme physical and mental challenges modeled after real military training, may serve as a way for Kody to connect with Garrison's experiences. As a military veteran, Garrison had undergone rigorous training during his service, and Kody's participation in Special Forces could be interpreted as an attempt to walk in his son's footsteps, to endure the same hardships Garrison once faced. Some fans see this as a poignant tribute, a father's way of honoring his son's memory by subjecting himself to the same kind of discipline and endurance that defined Garrison's military career. Kody's public announcement and fan reactions. On August 8, 2025, Kody took to Instagram to announce his participation in Special Forces, calling it one of the most exciting experiences of his life. He teased that viewers would see him cry on the show, hinting at an emotionally raw and physically demanding journey. While some supporters applauded his bravery, others were immediately suspicious of his motives. Given Kody's history of self-centered behavior on Sister Wives, particularly his perceived neglect of certain wives and children, many questioned whether this was a sincere act of penance or a calculated move to reshape his public persona. Critics argue that Kody has a pattern of avoiding accountability for his actions, particularly in how he treated Garrison before his death. The father-son rift was well documented on Sister Wives, with Garrison openly expressing frustration over Kody's favoritism and lack of emotional support. Some fans believe that Kody's participation in Special Forces is less about honoring Garrison and more about manipulating public sympathy. By framing his decision as a tribute to his late son, Kody may be attempting to soften his image and distance himself from the negative perceptions that have followed him in recent years. Is this a redemption arc or a publicity stunt? The concept of a redemption arc is common in reality TV, where controversial figures seek to reinvent themselves through dramatic personal transformations. For Kody, whose reputation has suffered due to his tumultuous marriages and strained relationships with his children, Special Forces could serve as a platform for rehabilitation. If he presents himself as a grieving father seeking growth through hardship, audiences may be more inclined to forgive past transgressions. However, given Kody's track record, skepticism is warranted. Those who doubt Kody's sincerity point to his financial motivations. With Sister Wives potentially nearing its end, Kody may be exploring new revenue streams, and reality competition shows often pay well. Additionally, his dramatic announcement has already generated significant media attention, reinforcing the idea that this could be a strategic career move rather than a heartfelt tribute. The emotional complexity of grief and guilt. Regardless of public opinion, the psychological impact of losing a child, especially under strained circumstances, cannot be understated. Grief often manifests in unpredictable ways, and Kody's choice to undergo an extreme physical challenge may be his way of coping with unresolved guilt. Survivor's guilt, a common phenomenon among those who have lost loved ones, can drive individuals to seek punishment or penance. By subjecting himself to the brutal conditions of Special Forces, Kody may be subconsciously attempting to atone for his perceived failures as a father. If this is the case, his journey on the show could be emotionally revealing. Viewers may witness a more vulnerable side of Kody, one that contrasts sharply with the often defensive persona he displays on Sister Wives. Should he openly discuss his grief and regrets, it could humanize him in ways that previous seasons of the show have not. Conclusion: a father's tribute or a calculated move? The truth behind Kody Brown's decision to join Special Forces likely lies somewhere between genuine grief and self-interest. While the death of his son appears to be the primary motivator, Kody's history of questionable behavior leaves room for doubt. Whether this marks the beginning of a sincere redemption arc or another chapter in his carefully curated reality TV narrative remains to be seen. One thing is certain: Garrison's memory will loom large over Kody's experience on the show. If his participation leads to a deeper public reflection on fatherhood, regret, and healing, it could serve as a meaningful, albeit painful, tribute. However, if fans perceive his actions as disingenuous, the backlash could further damage his reputation. As viewers tune into Special Forces, they will be watching not just for the physical challenges Kody faces, but for the emotional honesty, or lack thereof, that defines his journey.